We're at Kingston Main's Ride Rapterra. I am so stinking stoked. I'm so pumped because Kingston Maine has a new roller coaster for 2025. It's a B&M'd winged coaster, and it's a launched coaster at that. So it's gonna be pretty cool. Now, I can't take you inside because it's a commercial shoot, so that kind of stinks because I want to show you all this stuff. But that's okay, because I at least want to give you a review of what my thoughts are on it. And within that review, we're gonna talk about the ride elements. We're gonna talk about the smoothness, seat comfortability for those people that have back issues like me, the theming, and overall experience. And so we're gonna give you like a little bit of that stuff. So don't forget to like and subscribe in this video. We're going to 6 different theme parks coming up in a couple of weeks in LA, and then we're going to 16 theme parks in July. So we're gonna be doing a lot of little road trip stuff. It should be pretty fun. So let's jump into it. We rode Rapterra. My fears are no more because I got to ride it and hang out. I'm a little more somber, I'm gonna be honest, because I'm a little tired. I've been in the sun for a while and we're all kind of done. Some people are sunburnt in our crew, but it was super fun. It was really great. So let's go ahead and review the 5 different things I listed out earlier. So first we'll start with ride elements. To let you know, I got to sit in the beginning of the day, I got to sit in the front row on the first train open to the public with like full amount of people. Like, let's go, it was amazing. Yes, nerd stuff. But that was pretty exciting. But front row on the inside, on the left side, so front, left, inside. And then I got to just ride a couple, like just about 30 minutes ago, second to back row on the outside, on the right side. So wing coasters, you have to explain so much. Both different, complete different experiences through a lot of the different inversions. So first, let's talk about the launch. The launch, if you like launches, go in the back, because the launch in the back, you go fast. You feel every bit of it from the beginning to the end. If you're not really a launch person, just go in the front, that works out fine. That first inversion, I forgot what it's called, maybe a wing over or something like that. That was super chill. I like that I was on the left side because I like Griffin, when you're on the outside, you feel a little bit more on the outside. So that was pretty super chill. Each element going into it was like the dive loop was a typical dive loop. So that wasn't like too crazy. When you go over, there's this one part when you get out of the dive loop that you kind of switch from this side over to the left. It's not like crazy like Intimidator 305 or Pantherian, it's not that crazy. It was actually smooth. I was worried about that version the most. Well, not version, but that little switch, because it looked like it was kind of shaky. And then you go around, you go into a corkscrew, that was fine. And then you go through like, the air time on that little lift, that little bunny hill, I don't know, whatever it is, like that was actually pretty good. I got some good air time. And then the last inversion, guys, I don't know why, but it just felt like it was just different. It just felt really cool. Like a lot of us noticed when we got off the ride, we were like, whoa, that was kind of cool. Like, I don't know why it was different, but it just felt interesting. So as far as inversions, I would say they weren't really crazy. I'll probably give them a, maybe a 5.5. 5.5, that's what we'll give it, 5.5, because I mean, it was like your typical kind of things. It wasn't too special. I'm looking for like maybe something that was like, whoa, that was weird. So it was not bad. It was not bad. Average. We'll put it average. Now the second thing is our smoothness. Now smoothness was crazy because when it comes down to smoothness, the front inside was way smoother than the back right outside. Does that make sense? Like, because I think maybe because it's the whole like wing thing, like if you're out here, it's going to go a little bit more further than if you're away from, if you're closer to the track. And that was just kind of bouncy and like it was kind of off. But for the most part, it was pretty smooth. I think it's a smooth coaster overall. Now the B&M rattle, I can't say it's a rattle. I feel like Griffin, towards the end of Griffin when I rode it 2 days ago, was more rough than this one. Only that last ending part for some reason, but it's pretty smooth. It's not bad. So smoothness, I'll give it a 7. Because I mean, I got to put my own back stuff all to the side, but I think it's a 7. I've been on way worse roller coasters that are way rougher than now. And so when it comes to next area, was a third one. Ooh, seat comfortability. I love the seats. The seats were great. They hugged my butt. I know, sorry, that was so gross. That's weird. But when you sat in it, I just fit like a little glove. It was nice. But here's the deal. There is comfort collars. Some people hate them. I didn't really feel them that much. They were just kind of there. But I think because I'm a bigger guy, so it doesn't really mess with me. But the twins that we're sitting next to and Jackson that we're hanging out with, they're both kind of like, it was just kind of rough and just kind of off. And so when it comes to seat comfortability, I think it scores kind of high. I give it when I'm going around, probably like an 8.5. Not bad. To let you guys know, one of my favorite seats was, what is that? Oh gosh. Copperhead Strike or something like that, and Carowinds. That for some reason for me, it just fits me really well. So that's like my top. I would say that's like a 10 in my book. Okay, third, when it comes down to theming, Wow. King's Dominion's never really been known for theming. That's like, we all can agree with that, right? King's Dominion's not known for that. It's an amusement park. But I would say this is Busch Gardens' quality level of theming. I was just impressed. I was blown away. And the thought process, they took their time to put storylines behind every one of the details. And I am just like, I'm blown away that they would actually do that. And so it's one of those things where maybe you have a kid that always gets C's and they get an A, and it's like, whoa, that's crazy, that's awesome, you know? And then the person that gets A's, they're like, well, you always get A's, you know, kind of thing. That's kind of what it feels like. So I was just thoroughly impressed with the theming and what the potential is once everything grows in. And so that was, I give them like an 8.5 with a most improved. It really brings that whole area together, and just was thoroughly impressed. And if King's Dominion keeps on going on with this, I'll be so proud of them, like so proud of them. And so that was, your theming was really great and awesome. And we're gonna talk about Volcano in a second when it comes down to that. And then last but not least, overall experience, or overall just my experience on the ride itself. And I'll pose this question: is it better than Volcano? Is it better than Volcano? And honestly, I can say it's not. Like I can't say it's better than Volcano, but I can see obvious things that I prefer on Rapterra than I did on Volcano. Now, when it comes to launch, you can't really beat that launch. That launch on Volcano was incredible. You launch the first one, you go around, you come to the second one, you go straight up and out of there, and then the fire goes, and like, that's remarkable. Like, that's incredible. But my problem with Volcano was when you went through the inversions itself, it was like this weird, it was just so slow through the inversions that I felt like I just didn't get to enjoy them. And then when it finally sped up towards the end, it was done. And you were like, what the heck? But here, I like the inversions better because I feel like the pacing is it's right on mark with where you need to be. And so when it comes to, I think Rapterra gets a little bit more of a point system on that side. When it comes down to Volcano the launch, the points get on that side. As far as smoothness, I think Rapterra is definitely smoother than Volcano, so it beats it on that. But there's something about when you come out on Volcano and you're looking up, and the theming, they're kind of close, but when you look at that mountain, you just feel like, whoa, I'm about to conquer something. And Rapterra, you're like, okay, cool, this is gonna be a fun ride. This is gonna be pretty good. But overall, I would say if we're coming to a point system, overall experience, I think a 7.5. But I've ridden a lot of roller coasters, so 7.5. It's a good coaster. A good one to add to their lineup. I'm impressed. I'm like, kudos, King's Dominion. This makes me like, puts you higher on my list of theme parks. And just doing a really great job. And a little staff thing. The staffing were so fun and so helpful today. Really amazing staff helping make things come together. So I don't know what the tally of those scores are, so I'll just put the tally rate here as far as the score. So that's my thoughts on it. Rapterra, good roller coaster, decent. Is it the best in the park? No, still like Intimidator 305. Pantherian. Like, I still like that a little bit better. But overall, yeah, it's a good ride. I had a fun day today. It should be cool. Now, you're going to be watching this on Thursday, not on Tuesday, because I couldn't film in there. So, yeah. So don't forget to like and subscribe. I go to a lot of different theme parks, like I said before. We're going to do some fun stuff. And yeah, comment below what some of your thoughts are. Thanks for watching all the way through. And here are some other videos that you can check out while you're here. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next adventure.